Okay guys, I'm seriously at my wit's end, and I need some advice ASAP. Throwaway account for obvious reasons, so here's the dealio. I'm 32 and I've been married to my wife for just over a year now. We dated for 3 years before tying the knot, and everything was great. Like stupid perfect. We were the couple everyone hated because we were so disgustingly in love. But now I'm sitting here at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, contemplating if I've made a huge mistake. The problem? My wife. She snores. And when I say snore, I mean it sounds like a freight train is running through our bedroom. It's not just loud, it's earth-shattering loud, like wall vibrating type. I'm talking louder than a drunk uncle at a Thanksgiving dinner. At first, I tried to ignore it. I mean, we're in love, right? I mean, they say that love conquers all, and all that crap. But after months of sleepless nights, I'm losing my mind. I've tried everything: earplugs, white noise machines, sleeping pills. I've even considered building a soundproof box around our bed. Joking, I guess. Nothing works. I finally worked up the courage to talk to her about it. Oh boy, big mistake. She completely denies it and said that I was making it up or exaggerating. I showed her a recording I made and she accused me of faking it. Like, what the actual hell? So I started sleeping on the couch. It's not ideal, but at least I can get a few hours of shut-eye. But here's where it gets wrong. She wakes up crying every morning because I'm not in the bed with her. She says I'm abandoning her. I try to explain that I'm just trying to get a shut-eye, but she's not having it. This has been going on for weeks now, and it's taking a serious toll on me. I'm exhausted. All the time my work, it's suffering. I almost fell asleep inside of an important meeting last week. I'm irritable, I'm depressed, and starting to resent my wife. But wait, there's more. For the past couple of weeks, she's been acting weird. She used to greet me when I get home from work, smiles and hugs, and now I'm lucky if I get a grunt. The other day, all I got was a cold, "Dinner's in the microwave," before she disappeared into the bedroom like Houdini. And then last night, I caught her giggling on her phone. When I asked, "Oh, what's so funny, babe?" she practically threw the phone across the room and mumbled something about a cat video. But here's the thing. I distinctly heard the Facebook message, "Bing," before she hit the phone. Now, I'm spiraling. I mean, is she talking to someone about our problems? Is she venting to her friends about her a-hole husband? Who dares to complain about her snoring, or worse, is she talking to a guy? I know I sound paranoid, but sleep deprivation can do that to you. I'm at the point where I'm jumping at shadows and questioning everything. So guys, I'm begging you, what the hell would you do? Am I the a-hole for wanting a decent night's sleep? I mean, how do I talk to my wife about this when she won't even admit that there's a problem? And what's with the sudden secrecy and cold shoulder? You know, I really love my wife, I do. But I'm starting to wonder if love is enough when you're running on fumes and your partner seems to be living an alternate reality where they don't sound like a chainsaw gargling marbles every night. Please, for the love of the Holy Spirit, help me figure this out before I lose my job, my mind, my marriage, all three. I'm desperate here, like considering sleeping in my car desperate and Googling how to surgically remove my eardrum. Guys, advice, please. Anyone's been through something similar, I'm open to anything at this point. Edit. Holy crap, this blew up overnight. Guys, I'm reading through all your comments and will respond as soon as I can, but hey, quick note. I just woke up on the couch, again, to find my wife's side of the bed empty and her car gone. No note, no text, nothing. I mean, what the hell? What's up, everybody? Today's story is going to take a wild turn. So it looks like OP's wife is snoring, and it's causing him, well, to really be upset about it because he's messing up at his job. I was reading the comments of the first update, and it was saying, "Hey, didn't you know about your wife snoring before you married her?" And the reply from OP said, "We've been together for years, but we never lived together until we got married, and I didn't know how bad it was." Guys, update number 1 is insane. If you're new to the channel and you want more revenge stories, make sure you hit that subscribe. Here is the first update titled, "Holy Crap." I can't believe I'm back here so soon, but I'm out and I need your advice. It's only been 2 days since my last update, but things have gone from bad to worse, so please buckle up because this is a bumpy ride. So remember how I said my wife was acting all weird? It's getting even weirder, I think she might be cheating. Yeah, I know it sounds like just escalated, but listen, trust me. I can hardly believe I'm even typing this out myself. Here's the dealio. She's been glued to her phone lately, like full-on teenage level of phone addiction, and every time I walk into the room, she quickly switches apps or turns the screen off. It's sketchy, man. Now, my wife works part-time while I'm the main breadwinner, but lately she's been staying out way later than usual. When I asked her about it, she said that she picked up extra hours to save for a vacation for us. Aw, sounds nice, right? Except we don't need her to do that. I make more than enough to cover a nice vacation. We've never had money issues before, so why start penny pinching now? But here's the thing. The thing that made me rush back here for advice, and I found something in her car. It was one of those dang cologne testing strips that they hand out in the mall. You know, the ones where guys can sample different colognes. I mean, guys, why is my wife having one of these? I'm trying not to jump to conclusions, but my gut is screaming at me that something's not right. Am I overreacting or am I onto something? Because right now my brain is conjuring up all sorts of scenarios and none of them seem too good. I've done something kind of crazy. I've taken 3 days off work, using sick pay. Yeah, it's nuts, but I can't focus on work anywho. And I'm planning to follow her around. I know it sounds insane and probably illegal, but guys, I'm desperate. I need to know what's going on. Am I losing my mind? Is the sleep deprivation finally making me crack? Or is my wife really sneaking around behind my back? I never thought that I'd be that guy, the paranoid husband spying on his wife, but here I am about to stake out my own house like some discount private investigator. What do I even do if I actually catch her with someone? What do I do if I don't? Is this the end of my marriage? I'm a mess, I haven't slept properly in weeks, and this time it's not from the snoring. I'm about to start stalking my own wife, and I'm pretty sure I'm one more surprise away from a full nervous breakdown. Anyways, I'll update when I get some more information, and guys, thank you. But hey, wish me luck, I guess. Or better yet, wish for my sanity to come back. Edit. Guys, thank you for the responses. I'm reading through them as fast as I can. To those suggesting just talk to her, dude, I tried. She keeps brushing me off or changing the subject, and it's like talking to a brick wall. At this point, I don't know. I know following her is just like the extreme level, but I don't know what else to do. Anyways, I'll be careful, I promise. Update number 2. Duck, duck, duck. I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. But I need to get this off my chest before I lose it. Turns out ignorance really is bliss, because what I found out, I wish I could just erase it from my brain. So, remember how I said I was following my wife around? Yeah. Well, that turned out to be a complete waste of time. I didn't find crap. But then my cousin Jimmy calls me this morning, and that's when everything went to hell. Jimmy sends me this Instagram post from my new gym in our city. And there's my wife, Mary, front and center in a hot yoga class. Now, Mary has never really been the gym type. The only exercise she usually gets is walking from the couch to the fridge. But that's not even the worst part. In the picture, she's cozied up to the male instructor. Like, way too close for comfort. Jimmy only noticed this because he goes to that gym too. So now I've got the cologne strip, the cold shoulder at home, and this gym picture. It's like the worst, crappiest connection of the dots. And I'm seeing the picture I never wanted to see. I thanked Jimmy and told him I'd look into it, bro. So the next time Mary left the house, I followed her. Sure enough, she pulls into the gym parking lot and there he is, Mr. Yoga Instructor himself, and they hug. Way too long for a normal little friendly hug, and they walk inside together. At this point, I'm seeing red. I race home and wait for her to return, and the second she walks through the door, I let loose. I lay out everything, the cologne, the phone, the gym, you name it. You want to know the messed up part? She just stood there, stone-faced. Didn't even say a word for what felt like forever. And then she just broke. Guys, she admitted to it. She really did. She's been cheating on me with her instructor, Chuck. They've been hooking up for weeks now behind my back. But wait, it gets even worse, or better, whatever you want to call it. And by better, I do mean worse. She tells me I don't love her like he does, that I'm not a good lover anymore. And get this, apparently Chuck doesn't care if she snores because he snores louder. He probably can't hear it over the sound of my heart shattering into a million pieces anyways. I couldn't even respond to her. I just grabbed a bag, threw some clothes in it, and got the hell out of Dodge. I'm at Jimmy's place now, completely shell-shocked. I mean, what the heck? My wife has been messing around with some Lululemon-wearing, downward dog-doing a-hole behind my back? Oh, because what? I dared to mention her snore. I'm not loving enough? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I mean, one minute I want to cry, the next I want to punch something. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think. Do I try to salvage this train wreck of a marriage? Do I lawyer up? Do I go to this gym and introduce Chuck's face to my fist? Again, I won't, but it's tempting. Anyways, I'm lost. How did we go from newlyweds to this in just a year? Was our entire relationship a lie? What's my next move? All I can think about is how quickly I can get tested for STDs, and how much it'll cost to soundproof Jimmy's guest room so I don't keep him up with my sobbing. I'll update again if I figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm going to try to not drown in this bottle of Jack that Jimmy graciously provided. Edit. Guys, once again, thank you for the supports. I'm still reading every comment. Even if I can't respond to them, to those asking, yes, I've already called my boss and taken some emergency personal days, and no, I haven't contacted Mary since I left. I don't even know what I would say at this point. Final update number 3. Holy crap, I've done something I never thought was capable. I don't know whether to feel like a bad A or the world's biggest a-hole. Probably both, anyways. First off, I want to say that I've always considered myself a good man, a caring husband, the kind of guy that would actually take the shirt off of my back and give it to you. So the fact that my wife would throw all that away over one argument about snoring, it blows my mind. But here's the thing. I'm not going to be the doormat that she probably expects me to be. No, I decided it's time to go nuclear. I'm divorcing her butt. And thanks to the evidence of her cheating, I'm taking her to the cleaners. Remember how I mentioned I'm the breadwinner? Well, turns out my family had the foresight to make her sign a prenup. At the time of the marriage, I thought it was harsh, but now best decision ever. So I got divorce papers ready and I mailed them to her. Yeah, I've been staying in a small apartment while I figured this out, and I thought I was being smart, calculated, but what happened next I was not prepared for. When my soon-to-be ex, found out about the divorce and realized she wasn't going to get anything, and would essentially be homeless, oh man, she tried to harm herself. No, she wasn't successful, thank goodness, but she ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks. Now her family is out for my blood. I've been getting all sorts of threats via text message. It's like I've become public enemy number 1 overnight. But wait, remember Chuck, Mr. Hot Yoga, homewrecker? Turns out he didn't even know she was married. The second he found out, he bolted. Last I heard, he's in Miami, probably downward dogging some other poor sap's wife. So now my ex is truly left with nothing. No husband, no lover, no money, and a family that blames me for everything. And here's the kicker. The reason I'm back here spilling my guts to you all is I feel like I'm the bad guy. I know, she's the one that cheated, she's the one that lied, she's the one that broke our vows. But seeing her in that hospital bed, knowing that I'm the reason she's there, it's messing with my head. So here I am, guys, at 3 a.m, half a bottle of whiskey deep, asking you fine folks one last question. Should I take her back? I know, it sounds insane. Hell, I can barely believe I'm considering it. But the guilt is eating me alive, and am I responsible for her now? Do I owe her anything after what she did, or am I just being a sucker? You know, part of me wants to stick to my guns and follow through with the divorce. She made her bed with Chuck. Now she can lie in it, but another part of me remembers the woman I fell in love with. The one I promised in sickness and in health to. What do I do? Am I the a-hole for pushing forward with a divorce, or would I be even bigger of an a-hole if I take her back? What's up, everybody? That was the last post by OP, and it looks like, based on the comment section from an update 1 month later, OP did not take her back. Now we're going to check out some comments from the final thread, and this is an argument. These two commenters are going back and forth in a heated argument because they don't agree with each other. Comment number 1 says, "Are you kidding me? OP should absolutely not take her back. She cheated. She lied, and only regretted it when she got caught. Once a cheater, always a cheater." Comment number 2 says, "Wow, way to lack empathy. People make mistakes, and she's clearly at rock bottom. OP said he still loves her. Maybe with counseling and time, they could work it out. Not everything has to end in a divorce." Here comes comment number 1 again, says, "Lack empathy? She's the one who lacked empathy when she was sneaking around behind his back. Actions have consequences. She made her choice and now she has to live with it. OP needs to move on and find someone who actually respects him." And the final comment is a rebuttal that says, "You're being way too black and white about this. Relationships are complicated. We don't know their whole story. Maybe OP wasn't meeting her needs. That doesn't excuse cheating, but it's not as simple as she's evil versus she's a saint." Alright guys, those were the two commenters. Let me know your thoughts in our comment section down below. Here's the question. If you were OP, would you take her back too? You know, even though she snores like a freight train and she's a cheater. Love is love. Let me know what you would do. But remember guys, it's cool to be kind. I'll see you in the next one.